Look at this iPhone 12. This phone has been here with us for a long time. The initial issue was that there was no baseband and no Wi-Fi. After we repaired it, we found that the lower layer had cracked due to a heavy drop. We replaced the lower Wi-Fi module and baseband with a new version. At this point, the baseband resumed normal operation, but Wi-Fi still couldn't be turned on. In the end, we confirmed that the Wi-Fi module itself was damaged, preventing Wi-Fi from working. However, the Wi-Fi module is encrypted, so it can't be replaced. So the fan decided to continue waiting. Starting from today, using this device and equipment, the Wi-Fi module can now be replaced. This means that many phones with damaged Wi-Fi modules in the market can now be fixed. We connected the screen to power it on. We found that it was dead, so we plugged in the charger. After charging for a while, the phone powered on. Once the phone booted up, we checked the settings. We tapped the Wi-Fi settings, and it showed that it was turned off. When we went in, the Wi-Fi toggle was grayed out, so we couldn't turn it on. After multiple attempts to replace the motherboard and reinstall the firmware, the issue remained unresolved. We checked the About Phone section and saw that it was a 64GB China version iPhone 12. The Wi-Fi address was listed, but due to the damage to the Wi-Fi module, it couldn't be used. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are on the same module, and although Bluetooth could be turned on, it couldn't find any devices. As we all know, Apple has extensive encryption, such as for the front and rear cameras, battery, Face ID module, and even the laser radar on the back glass of newer models. There are also many encrypted chips on the motherboard, like the CPU, storage, Wi-Fi baseband, logic chip, and baseband chip. We removed the motherboard to observe it. Originally, we had planned to send the phone back to the fan after repairing the Wi-Fi, but we got the news that the Wi-Fi could soon be decrypted, so we waited until now. We separated the upper and lower layers of the motherboard. After separating, we looked at the lower layer. The lower layer had been previously replaced, with the original Wi-Fi and baseband modules moved over, as well as the baseband chip. The lower layer consists of these 3 chips. As the technician mentioned, the storage is encrypted as well. Yes, the iPhone 12 storage requires a test fixture to unbind and write data. For iPhone 12 and later models, the storage can simply be replaced. We removed the damaged Wi-Fi chip and smoothed out and cleaned the solder pads. Some people quietly watch the video, but secretly like, comment, share, forward, and follow. Such people are so lovely. After cleaning, we inspected the pads. Smooth and clean pads help with the proper soldering of new chips. We took out 2 pre-programmed Wi-Fi chips. We placed the Wi-Fi chip and heated the points to melt them. After heating, we positioned the solder points. At this point, we preheated the pads and applied a small amount of flux. Based on the Wi-Fi chip's orientation, we placed it and heated the lower corner to melt it. When we touched the Wi-Fi chip, it bounced, indicating that the soldering was complete. While waiting for the motherboard to cool, we cleaned the upper layer of the motherboard. We placed the lower layer on the heating pad. We applied flux at point C where the upper layer connected to the lower layer. We applied thermal paste to the upper CPU. We heated and attached the upper and lower layers. After attaching, we removed the motherboard and cleaned it. We reattached the stickers on the back of the motherboard. After cleaning the motherboard and the screen, we connected the screen. We attached the display touch sensor. Finally, we attached the battery. Why are Apple's Wi-Fi modules so prone to damage? Anyone who's used an iPhone 4S knows that its Wi-Fi module was also a common issue. Later models like the iPhone 6S, iPhone 7, and iPhone 8 also had Wi-Fi modules, some of which were high temperature and low temperature versions. This means they weren't all made by the same manufacturer. Some Wi-Fi modules are prone to damage if the phone is used for gaming or under prolonged high temperatures. Finally, we placed the phone in a pressure test tool for pressure testing. We tightened the 2 screws at the back. Before, the Wi-Fi module for iPhone 12 and above was encrypted. If it was damaged, there was no way to fix it. Now, after turning the phone on and plugging in the charger, we went to check the settings. Okay, the Wi-Fi section shows not connected. When we tapped on it, we could normally search for Wi-Fi signals. After entering the password, we could connect to Wi-Fi. This means that from today, iPhone 12 to iPhone 16 Wi-Fi modules can now be replaced. Let's test the baseband. Okay, ##009 shows the serial number. The baseband is also working properly. It's still the same 64 gigabytes iPhone 12 from today. Wi-Fi modules can be replaced. So, how far are we from replacing baseband and CPU? We are grateful for the support from every fan. If you like our work, double tap the screen. If you haven't followed us yet, please do. More exciting content coming soon.